It's a beautiful afternoon to hit the streets here at X Games Chiba. We welcome you now to the men's skateboard street elimination. What's happening, everybody? Brandon Graham alongside my partner Gary Rogers in the booth. And this is the contest that has truly propelled skateboarding superstars, skateboarding royalty, and we've done it all over the world and excited to bring it for the first time ever to X Games in Chiba.
Yeah, and a list of new dudes, especially from Japan, killing it. Like Daiki and Kita. Oh, this is Short Shirai. Now his tech, bro, he's got tricks that I get confused about because I don't know what they're called. Because he, like, look at that sugar cane. All the way backwards.
Short Shirai earning bronze in his very first X Games.
This new kid right here.
Yuto Horigome needs no introduction. Obviously a gold medal won at the Olympics last summer. He, of course, also won gold in that highly contested battle against Nigel Houston in Minneapolis back in X Games 2019. And how about Deshaun Jordan finally winning that first X Games gold, doing it last summer.
They know he got better at his kickflips. Why they play that kickflip in slow-mo?
So a look now at the fans here in the stadium getting ready to watch some of the best in the world. A look at our comp format. We've got 15 skaters out here today. 2 runs each, best single run counts, with just 8 of these skateboarders advancing to the final. And as you said, a really eclectic group, Zion right there, but 15 skateboarders anchored by Deshaun Jordan. We've also got 4 rookies in this field and 3 former gold medalists, Deshaun Jordan, Yuto Horigome, and Kelvin Hoffler. Excited to see all these guys put it down. And we're also seeing really the versatility of a ton of the skateboarders here that you wouldn't necessarily see at maybe some of the domestic events doing contests like this. For instance, kicking off today's action is the youngest competitor in our field, just 15 years old and 3 months, Gavin Botker, known for his park prowess, but now we see him trying to earn a spot into the street final.
But using his park-esque ways to start off that. Look at that. On the fakie. That's a good idea, actually. Now it's like, what type of rail street trick are you gonna throw in to mix it all up? Definitely has some. Back 50, a little more simplistic with that. It's like he was getting off on the ramps, but then you hit a back 50 on the rail. Judges are gonna look at that like, okay, good front side lip. I don't know, I like the bravery of trying to do that. That's a good tackle.
Gabo was our silver medalist in skateboard park last summer. So 1 skater in. Gary, your overall impression so far of the flow of this street course?
The flow of it looks like it's really long across. It almost seems like nobody's been able to get their timing in. So I don't know if they didn't go to the drawing board all the way, or people, and also there wasn't a lot of practice time too.
Right.
So people aren't counting, probably clocking their run to get that, oh, what I'm gonna do, just kind of going through it. Has it looked like anybody's had a dialed run since we've been looking at this course? Like, not really. It looked like they've been just like, let me get the first couple tricks, and then whatever I can fit in after, I'm gonna push around.
So Botker's first run in the books. There's another skateboarder that we don't generally see in streets.
Insane. That's my
Does that shirt only have 1 button?
They probably do.
So we introduce our first X Games rookie of the day, Daiki Aikida, 15 years old.
I don't know what it is about bigger flip front board. It's such a good trick, but it's like, what is it? Ooh, kick from front blunt.
Gary, I'm going to take you down memory lane. We called his contest in Minneapolis.
I do remember that.
Back in 2019 when he was 13, and he won the next X Am Street contest.
I remember that. Wow. That hard flip was really good. Whoa, was possibly a big front blunt attempt?
Looked that way, but as you said at the jump, these guys are still getting a feel for this course, and you saw Daike step off his board and probably ran about 20 yards to take off where he wanted to take off. Had to tell Gavin and Zion to get out of the way. Next to drop in Liam Pace. He won gold at X Games Park last year. Rad to see him out here at Street.
I really want to see what he's gonna do.
Just squeaked in to the park final. Held on to the 8th and final spot. I think he might have gotten up to 7th. Okay.
That back 50 to, that was really impressive, actually. Super creative. Oh, wow, nobody's hitting that gap to lip either. Okay, dude. So Liam obviously trying to forefront with his creativity through his run, because he's like, I'm not about to be doing 270 nose blunt flippity do. Oh! Oh, bacon land.
There's so much power in this 21-year-old skating.
You know what's so weird, bro? I was just about to say that exact sentence.
Man, and I almost get, especially from the back with the hair, the broad shoulder, I get a little Tommy guns, a little Tommy Sandoval from the back a little bit,
You know
right?
what? I thought you was about to say a skinny Jamie Foy, and I was gonna laugh, but Tommy Guns not even though I'm not gonna go there because Tommy had the beanie. I thought you was about to say Tiny Jamie. Oh my God, that Thrasher shirt, is that real? We made that.
Where is Jamie Foy? I would love to see him out here. Here's Kieran Woolley out of Australia.
Ooh.
Making his X Games debut. Really impressed this Chiba crowd yesterday during park elimination.
Oh, going nose blunt on that real gap to nose blunt. I feel like the dudes with the park flow actually are getting around this course a lot better because they're coming in with tricks and landing with speed and everything. Good manual. Versus where the dudes that are focused on rail tricks, good nose grind.
You're right. A lot of the traditional street guys are just so much more methodical in their approach.
While these dudes are just zooming across. Oh, going with switch crook. That's actually a pretty good run put together.
And this is tough in elimination because they only get 2 runs.
Yeah. It's like you see, you prove it an hour later.
So we're still early. Woolley jumping up into 3rd. Daike leading.
Yuto really put the bowl cut in the system. Everybody got one.
Yeah, looking like a young Yuto, 18-year-old Kairi Netsuke. Also making his X Games debut, 18 years old. Took a 7th place at Tampa Pro late last year.
Yeah, was that the one that was getting off at Tampa?
Yes.
Okay.
First major pro level comp.
Okay.
What a way to kick things off in Tampa, and now he's here at X Games Chiba.
Doing back over crook on that gap to rail. You know, to me, like, the true story is Yuto didn't seem like the chosen one when he came to skateboard. You know, he's on Blind, which is, you know, obviously a legit company, but
Kairi's on 0.
no, I'm saying when Yuto.
yeah.
So, but then you see kids like this
That's
that
what
are
I'm
pushing
saying. Like,
it.
look at
Kyrie is
he's
like
already got this back.
that's, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm like. Kyrie is, the skating has stepped up so immensely through Yuto's inspiration, and now people like Kyrie are popping up and Daike, and it's so dope that the homie is pushing all his friends and his whole country.
No one on their skateboard more this week than Clay Kreiner, competing in vert, park, and street. He's also competing in
like he
vert
rented
best trick right after this.
Airbnb.
Probably lost his shoe. No, he's not gonna. Clay, put your shoe back on.
Does he not know?
I don't know if he knows. His shoe was right there.
What are you doing?
I think you're right. I don't think he realizes it.
Oh man, Clay, don't. How do you not know your shoe?
Doesn't grip tape feel a little different on a socked foot?
Your toe's about to bleed. Like he really looks like. I don't think I can say it.
I don't know why he would try to rip his shirt off. It's already completely open. No need to Hulk. He knew, I don't know if we'll get a replay. He saw his shoe fall off. It was right below his hand.
I think Clay might be insane. I don't think he saw his shoe fly off. That was the best run. Kieran just walked up, lied to him. Like, why y'all over here lying?
You know what, though? That is such a great representation of Clay Kreiner.
Yeah.
He gets down any which way. And as we said for
and
Clay,
that shirt proved it.
This is just fun for him.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a guy we see in vert, we see in big air, we see in park. Seen him try to put it down in street, but now we turn our attention to Lucas Rebelo, Brazilian, 23 years old, an X Games rookie.
That trick is so ridiculous. Like that alley-oop 270 lip. Back over crook. Oh, the back 50 from flat. Going in the crook.
Luan Oliveira was his mentor and helped get him on flip.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all. I don't like that. Luan's one of the best skateboarders alive, so that's not fair.
Facts. So Lucas, first ever X Games run in the
U10, pull up to the local park, Luan, like, hey, let me teach you how to do this. That's not fair.
Okay, this is a hard flip. Do this. What? Just like that? And we have a new leader, Lucas, taking over the top spot. We're just getting started here at X Games Chiba. Yuto Horigome and the rest of the boys getting ready to hit this course on run 1 in men's skateboard street elimination. Welcome back to X Games Chiba. We're in the midst of run 1 here in the men's skateboard street elimination. There's a look at this course here at X Games Chiba. And as we said, halfway through our group of 15 skateboarders, and next to drop in, making his second X Games appearance, Jake Ilardi.
Big spin front board, fakie. Front feeble, going down to that bank. Looked like he felt a little weird on that front 3.
It feels like things really picked up for Jake very quickly within the last couple of years.
Yeah, but he's definitely like a really special skateboarder.
No doubt. No, earned it every step of the way.
That's fast.
But on the U.S. national team, got to skate at the Olympics in Tokyo last summer.
Skate's really calculated, which a lot of people don't favor, but he's obviously wants to be a competition skater. Because he had a part that was insane. Oh, trying to go full half back loop.
You're talking about Coastal Concrete?
Yeah, bro.
Skating for blind. Talking about when he big flip front boarded Hollywood High.
It felt fake because he's so dialed. It don't even feel natural. It feels like I trained on this trick 10,000, but he did it for sure.
So Zion Wright next to drop in, getting the track. You know Zion a little bit.
I do. Like
what do you think he's listening to? Run 1, X Games Chiba.
Probably Yeet or something. Or itself. I wouldn't even knock it. Zion got hits. Him, Deshaun, they make good music. Back 5-0 on the rail. Ooh, wants to look like he wanted to go half cab crook, got the half cab no slide. Nose grind. Kickflip fakie. Oh, front three with popped it real high. Just oh now. What you about to try? You know, throw a 5 or something? Okay. Whose shoes are glued to the ramp? You see that?
I assume they're Clay Kreiner's. So Zion making his 4th X Games appearance, trying to find a podium for the first time ever, pulling double duty, also skating. Those are his
Zion
shoes.
wasn't skating.
No, when did he take those off?
Bro, when did
he take those off when he was climbing?
he did the last trick without shoes?
Why are these guys infatuated but going shoeless on this course? Says they literally fell off.
He did it with his toes out. Rio, the young OG, did it with his toes out.
You know,
so did Zion.
you know how trends start in skateboarding? Clay doesn't wear a shoe. Zion goes, I won't wear either shoe. It just snowballs from here. I don't know what Kelvin will do. Here's Kelvin Hoffler, who's won this event twice before. This is his 8th X Games appearance. That's not something you see every day from Kelvin Hoffler.
He don't be falling.
Last time he hit the X Games podium, it was for a bronze medal, 2019 Norway.
Kelvin still owns one of my favorite tricks I've ever seen thrown in a contest.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Full cat back lip. Back nose blunt. I wonder what all his practice is. It kind of seems like Kelvin's been doing the same tricks, but it's like he always has that one new one. I wonder what that is.
Remember, this is after the buzzer. Kelvin started off firing really in his competitive career, and it took a while for him to get that first X Games invite. He's 29 years old, but he didn't get his first X Games invite until 2017, and he won it.
Yeah.
And then he won the next one he was in. So he went 2 for 2 in street, has not won this event since then. Now this young man.
Bag of tricks, different.
Last time we saw Surah Shirai, it was in 2019, seemingly coming out of nowhere and earning a bronze medal. This 20-year-old has tricks, Gary.
For real, for real. Oh, missing that sugar cane. He pushes a little funky, but his bag of tricks is so fire, bro. Like he almost like turns his foot duck foot, like he's outward and then pushes. It's almost like he spends a lot of his time on his board, like when he's learning how to skate.
Last 10 seconds for Surah.
You gonna just alley-oops on the big. That's what I'm like. Nobody's doing that. Those aren't contest tricks. Sugarcane and alley-oop switch 50 is not a contest trick at all.
Now this is an elimination, remember that. When he last was at X Games in Minneapolis,
Bro, that is not a contest trick.
he was our top-ranked qualifier. He won eliminations to get into the final.
Wow.
So Lucas Rebello stays in first place. Jake Alardi, by the way, jumped up into second. Here's Jagger Eaton, who is our top-ranked qualifier from Skateboard Park yesterday.
Jagger Eaton slapping that Katy Perry.
That was firework.
Yup. You already know.
Yeah, there's just no getting around it, Gary, whether it's park or street. I don't know that anyone's more dialed in right now
Like switch front feeble back one.
in competitive skateboarding than Jagger Eaton.
He's beast. They just, you know, they say what they want to say. You can say whatever you want to say. The arm swinging, whatever you talking about. Jagger is good at skateboarding these contests. This is his thing. He's dialed, like you just said, he dialed in.
I mean, he's come such a long way. When he started at X Games 2012, by the way, skating big air.
That kickflip backflip.
And now he's a force in both park and street.
He got absolutely rocked.
And by the way, even with that, Jagger jumps up into second place.
Next one. Next one.
There's two.
Redo. Right here. Next one.
See,
You said it right there.
Then he opens his mouth. No, I'm just playing.
Competitive skateboarding, but the drive.
Yeah, it's definitely
He
there.
wants it.
He said it too when he was young. He was like, I want to win. I want to be competitive. And that's cool.
Chris Joslin, who of course needs no introduction, just a beast in the streets.
Imagine watching Chris Johnson fall on a kickflip, which we just did. Oh, tray flip, water.
The most decorated real street skateboarder in X Games history.
Oh yeah, there you go. This
Our
authentic.
video
Keep
contest.
going. Keep going. Keep it going.
This is Chris Joslin in a nutshell.
You keep going.
But
He's like, is that out of bounds? Do I get to keep going?
But again, these guys are still trying to figure out their lines.
Yeah, and this course is something in their head. They're like, yo. Chris wanted to do a flip trick, nollie backside flip down the set. Contests tell the story of the day, but they never tell the story of the skater. Not never, I'm sorry. I take that back.
Did you make that up?
No, I'm serious. But like they never tell it.
That's very true.
You know what I mean?
Very true. There are some of the best skateboarders in the planet who will never touch a contest or will never place in a contest.
Or do good contests sometimes. You'll be like, oh, well, he couldn't get a kickflip. That's supposed to be simple. But it's like, that's Chris Johnson. Now we're on to Yuto.
Oh, my.
Who's got to have a nervous breakdown. You know he hate falling.
Yuto Horigome from Tokyo, Japan, hometown just about 30 minutes away from here at Zozo Marine Stadium.
One of my favorite humans, man. One of my favorite people.
It just seems like as his talent has become more showcased and he's become more comfortable in his own skin as a skateboarder, his personality is shining through. Seems like he truly is living his best life right now.
Definitely. I gotten really close to Yuto over the years. So he was with me on a really hard time, something tragic happened to skateboarding and lifted my whole spirit. So the connection I got with Yuto is forever. That's my boy.
Hard to believe this X Games Chiba is actually his 8th X Games appearance.
That nollie nose blunt, serious. It looks so light, but it's not. It's not. Have you ever tried a nollie nose blunt?
No. Yuto all the way up into second place, even with the fall.
Why did y'all have that dad stance? Hey, what y'all doing over there? Hey,
get off the shed.
Hey, get over there. Hey,
get off the shed.
Hey, get off that fence over there.
Sean Jordan, our defending gold medalist. He's got 3 X Games medals, 2 of them silver, and then of course the gold last summer. And he's been close before that. Of course, we remember the battle he had with Naija in X Games Shanghai.
That kickflip rocked him. Ooh, really good tray flip. Trying to go for back Smith. Being bow-legged is a superpower. Because he just saved his whole life just because the power of the bow.
And don't forget, Deshaun's got snowboarding clips. I just saw the clips of him. I think you were with him.
Yeah.
In Aspen last week.
Yeah, no. I've never been outside before. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I didn't see your clips were not on the gram.
Yeah,
Deshaun's clips were on the gram.
I wasn't even there. I don't know what a snowboard. I don't know what you're talking about at all. Yup.
So Deshaun Jordan's first run in the books, and with that, run 1 is officially done here in Men's Skateboard Street Elimination. And it's been fun to watch these guys put it down, but overall, I think our impression is everyone's still trying to dial in the flow of this course. Run number 2 from X Games Chiba after this. We welcome you back to X Games Chiba. It's been amazing to really have our inaugural event out here in Japan for the very first time. We've got some sightseeing in, but the fans know where to be when the skateboarders are on the street course as we bring you run number 2 of the Men's Skateboard Street Elimination. Brandon Graham alongside Gary Rogers. We've got 15 skateboarders in this field, and after one run, a look at our top 8 thus far. Some familiar names, but a couple of rookies in that top 8, including the guy leading this thing so far, Gary Rogers, Lucas Rebello.
Yuto in second had to be the difficulty of the tricks he landed, because he fell a bunch.
Yeah, he had 2 bails, and yet he's sitting in second. Jagger Eaton right behind him.
Even he confused. Look, he's like, I don't. No, okay, I shouldn't do that.
So we'll see if it's more of the same for run number 2, or if any of those bottom 7 can make some noise and climb the ladder. And it starts with Gavin Botker, who's sitting in 10th place. It's second and final run time.
Ollie, Ollie, flying high. Good Ollie North. Back playing fakie. Little front playing fakie. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Little kick flip step off. I was highly creative if he was able to pull that off. Is there a Euro right there? Why he just get up so high?
Gavin Botker at 15 years old is our youngest competitor in this field. He certainly doesn't skate that way, though.
Not at all. Promising future.
Yeah, and this is a kid, and I think this is what we're really seeing is the lines are getting blurred from a competitive skate standpoint between street and park. And he and Liam Pace are prime examples of that. You see Zion doing it as well. You see Jagger Eaton. Once upon a time, it was you're either this or you're that.
Yeah, and I like those blurred lines. Even though to the family, the Marvin Gaye family, I didn't say that. Because remember, they got Robin Thicke. They got Robin Thicke for everything. I ain't seen him since. I haven't seen him since. Oh, my God. Anyways. They got him up out of there. I'm so annoying. This is crazy. So bigger flip front board.
Daike and Kita, it's okay. Literally the song was playing in my brain as I said that. Like it was 2013 all over again.
Exactly. I've seen him since 2013. He was the only one the Mayans was about.
So Daike, one of our 2 rookies currently in the top 8. He's sitting in 5th.
Whoa, you see how, like when he did that hard flip, how to the side he had it? I thought he was about to catch it and bring it around.
He just kept getting higher.
Oh, good back 3 attempts. Hopefully praying for that 5th place spot, stay up in there.
Yeah, now I'll have to sit and wait because there are some heavy hitters on the outside looking in that could bounce really half of those top 8 for sure.
I'm not a fan of that trick, but he made it look good. The 270 lip side, 270 out.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
So here's Liam Pace, who had trouble staying on his board, currently in 13th.
Missing a front feeble, ended up front board. That's so scary when you get that back truck looking like that. So close to the rail. That creative back 50. Doing a back 3. Ooh, gap nose grind.
And it's just like his park prowess is so on display in his street skating.
How many times I say, ooh. Good front blunt. Just thinking big spin back tail, man?
Yeah, that's what it looked like, man. High risk right there.
Is there a limp going on? Maybe he's trying to skate through something too.
And don't forget, he's got the park final tomorrow,
Oh, man, yeah.
where he's trying to defend his gold. But take another look.
That gap nose grind
clips.
was good. That gap looks really far to that rail too.
Ooh.
You see that little hobble, probably just like a little bruised heel.
So that will do it for Liam Pace. So here's Kieran Woolley. Can he squeak in
Pure skateboard.
to the street final?
Pure. Look, he's just skating around. Like how he would his local park, just with these obstacles. And when you have that type of focus, if you throwing in good tricks, it could be in your favor, but
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's getting coast to coast on this
the
course
way he has
faster
been,
than
right?
he has been.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. The dudes that are coming from Parker kind of getting around this a little bit better, but not throwing as many tricks.
Right. But the flip side of that is so many guys not landing tricks.
Could help you, yeah,
Yep.
potentially. That's true. If he gets the switch crook, that'll be good. Oh, nope.
Fun to watch, man, but tough couple of runs for Kieran.
Another one bites the. Maybe way rocked him on the nose grind too. You seen that?
Woolley moving up one spot in the 12th.
Oh, now you 12. Now the hood don't approve.
Kairi Netsuke, 18 years old, sitting in 9th, just outside of the top 8, Gary. What can he do?
Finish this out strong.
Sides,
Now
he
he just messed
just
up on that
forget
heel.
that.
Starting off heel
Just
flip
forget
back
that.
lip. Come on now. Back nose blunt. Heel flip back lip to start a run is
Yeah, the judges have to take
That's
that into
hectic.
consideration.
That's different. Good. Whew. The way. Ooh, baby, I love the. I don't think I got license to finish that. That's a nice back heel through that. Was that the paper mache obstacle? We're just gonna call it that?
I think that's it.
All right. Late back.
Whoa.
Okay, hold on now.
Kairi.
He doing Kyrie moves with his board. He moving like Kyrie. He moving like KI. Oh, I shouldn't say.
He's having a better week than Kairi, the other Kairi. If he moves on to the final, I should say.
Why'd you?
Sorry, you don't. Whatever.
Yeah.
You don't have to touch that.
Yeah, just stay off that. We're just gonna say he had the finesse, but he couldn't go to the glass. This Kyrie didn't finish that glass. I'm scared to see what that's gonna become in the future. So remember the name Kyrie
That's
Netsuke.
18 years old.
Yeah.
That's a top 10 finish at Tampa Pro last year.
Yeah.
That's a guy making his X Games debut. That's a guy who skated his last run with one shoe. Clay Kreiner, sitting in 15th place.
It's funny how he's messing around, but Clay's really just super good at skateboarding.
100%.
Super good at skateboarding.
Don't let that first run fool you.
I'm gonna call his whole run too seriously. Cannonball. Nice. Where's he smack the back of his head? Another cannonball.
What do you call this look? Like South Bay Leisure? Cruise ship lobby. I don't know. What do you call this?
He did 3 cannonballs. Clay could have just took a nap somewhere else.
Just wonder, maybe he just never wasn't feeling comfortable with this course, couldn't find his line.
Maybe. Probably didn't even go into practice. If you look at it, it looked like he pulled up in the middle of the contest.
Disposable camera in the pocket during the run.
Got the last place photo. Look at me lose. Ah. That's my boy, man.
But by the way,
He
again,
watched everybody take photos of me in China because they thought I was a basketball player. When he was at Disneyland Shanghai, it was like, he got to be an NBA. I'm like, dude.
Clay Kreiner, though, has to also take into consideration he's got a contest immediately after this for best trick.
Just could be saving himself for that. Probably was hyped on street earlier.
Totally.
It was like, oh, wait, hold on. Let me see Lucas over here doing this. I'm not messing with that.
Lucas Rabello, our current leader, an X Games rookie, says he's been dreaming of his first X Games invite ever since he first tried skateboarding.
Oh, man. That's dope.
And as we said, mentored by a true Hall of Famer, Luan Oliveira.
For real, for real.
And thinking about Luan, as he finishes the last
Was
10
he about
seconds.
to fake it? What you was about to do, bro? The fakey tracers report.
If you remember, Luan in his prime was constantly in contention for being a top-ranked qualifier. Always crushed it in the elimination round.
And that's why I said earlier, the story, you know, I don't remember what I said because it was so freestyle, but contests don't tell the story of a skater all the time. That's that fakey to. I've seen some people call it like fakey back tail.
Back tail.
Or fakey switch front nose.
So Lucas Rabello stays in first place. Yuto Horigome right behind him. Who ends up as our top-ranked qualifier and moves on to the final? Stick around. We'll find out here after this at X Games Chiba. Fourth quarter time here in the men's skateboard street elimination, the back end of our grouping with their final runs here at X Games Chiba. Who will be moving on to tomorrow's final? We're about to find out. Yuto Horigome, perhaps the favorite to win this contest, is sitting in second place here in qualifiers. But next to drop in, sitting in fourth, Jake Alardi.
Big spin front board fakie. Doing that front blunt, feeble into the bank. Really aggressive style. That front three. Front blunt on the rail. Flat ground tray flip. To do a flat ground in a contest is just wicked. You're just asking for it. Front Smith up on that little extension. Didn't get the kick flip, which kind of surprised me because he has a super dial kick flip. This is one of those people that skates on like that robotic theme of boom, boom, boom. Like you see, boom, boom, boom.
So that'll do it for Jake Alardi's day. A couple clips.
Don't put that. No, just
So Jake Alardi has to be feeling good with his positioning within the top 8. Zion Wright, though, is sitting in that 8th spot. And if I'm doing my math right, which happens 60% of the time, I think there's only one other skater left to drop in for their final run, and that's Chris Jocelyn, who could potentially bump him out. So it would be nice for Zion to keep both shoes on
and get through this run
and fulfill the dream and complete this run.
Zion's nose grinds are pretty. They are good.
They're really
I don't know
good.
what it is about it. It's like he throws his whole body into it. Shoo! Nose grab back 3. Front blunt on the transition. Cruising over the hip. What does he want to finish out with? The front Smith grind. Got rocked a little bit. 3, 2. Oh, snap. Shoe flew off.
Remember I told you my math is not always great? Yeah, I've already self-corrected myself, and thanks to Nicole here researching in the booth with us. Yes, Sora Sarai also could bump him yet to drop in for his second attempt. So nothing guaranteed for Zion yet. So Lucas Rebello, Yuta Horigome, Jagger Eaton are currently top 3, but Kelvin Hoffler, and it looks like Zion moved up 1 spot. Give himself a little breathing room. Now Kelvin Hoffler, can he return the favor?
Structured, switchback blunt. You see, that's what I'm saying. It's the calculated. Jake had the same look.
Right.
Like, look, Jake had the same look to that. That's harder when he does the full cat backflip, but he comes out forward. That's way harder.
Remember, he fell out the gate on run number 1 and still got into the top 8. So consistent, always trying.
And most
hard
you would
tricks,
hear
Gary.
like some people that watch a bunch of street skating go, oh, that doesn't look. It's like that's still difficult. This is a back nose blunt.
Correct.
And like kickflip back lip, this line together. I don't care what you're saying, man. You gotta appreciate if you really love skateboarding. You gotta like the fact that we don't gotta like nothing. Actually, everything's a choice. I'm gonna keep it real with you, son. Stuff I don't like. I don't like nothing. Oh my God, I can't stand pineapples.
Gary
Sorry, Hawaii.
continues to be undefeated
Oh my
in
God.
arguing with his inner
Oh
monologue.
my God.
But Kelvin Hoffler, the bag of tricks is there. It doesn't matter. Yeah, to your point, the beauty of skateboarding is in its subjectivity. But we're here, and there's a contest, and there's a panel of judges.
And they're looking at what you can put together, and he puts it together.
Yeah, he just jumped up from 8th to 4th. Kelvin Hoffler is definitely moving on to the final. Familiar territory for the 2-time X Games gold medalist. We turn our attention, though, to Suraj Shirai, who
Shira, okay.
I think we all anticipated moving on into the final, as he earned a bronze the last time we saw him at X Games. Right now, though, he's
I don't
in
know if he all the
11th.
way got that sugar cane, but if he did, then he's gonna be good. Tray flip, big time through that. He gotta wear a size 58 shoe, bro. His feet look huge. His foot looks so big. He wear a 58. Okay.
Wow.
So not settling for the 180 switch 50, but going with probably one of the hardest tricks we've seen on that rail all day.
So Sarah coming
gonna
correct
knock his
on
hat
his
off?
final attempt in elimination. He absolutely is moving up, but where will the judges put him?
Under the hat, the bowl cut is revealed. Oh, missed that. Now that lets you look at your score. Look at that, size 58 shoe catch. Bah. Now you really look at his score, because if you're thinking if he did get the sugar cane, it'd be higher, but he technically just did a super tweak back lip.
All the way up to 4th place. Suraj Shirai jumping into the finals group, bumping out Zion Wright.
Y'all gotta play Jeezy got put on for Japan. Wow. Back tail. Jagger back three in, and all the per diem is gone. Lost that. Nose grind. That was real simple for Jagger. Jagger don't be doing nose grinds and stuff.
So unfortunately, not the run Jagger was looking for, but he's in third, guaranteed that he'll be moving on to the street final, and really the only skateboarder now officially who will be competing in both the park and street final here at X Games Chiba. But would you expect anything less from Jagger?
Nah.
He's that good.
He is. The kid is good.
So Chris Jocelyn is the last skateboarder that could crash this finals party. Sitting in 14th place, Gary. He would need something big to potentially knock out, at least temporarily, Deshaun Jordan, who's holding on to that bubble spot, but of course, he will be our last skater to drop.
See how far away he landed from the steps after that tray flip? Not rolling off the course this time, so now he's a little, I jinxed it. I should have shut it up.
Arguably the best video parts in this field. Do you have a favorite Chris Jocelyn video?
Plan B true, bro. Plan B true. Chris Johnson's first part is my favorite part. One of my favorite parts ever, period. It's insane. Because he was new, so he had the bones part where he did like the back three flip on Rincon. I believe that was the bones part. And then for him to have, I hope he's okay there. For him to have that Plan B true part.
With all
Oh, you know I made him Trey Flip Davis? So I accidentally started a rumor that he did it. No, seriously, because I heard that he wanted to try.
What's with Plan B, guys, is everyone's starting rumors about doing things.
Oh, I didn't start one of them. I just started the other one. Nolly knows one. I didn't say that other one. Don't even bring me into him. Don't even bring me over there. I'm watching YouTube. Pay attention. We got a job. Nolly Hill, no slide. Okay?
Yuto Horigome sitting in second. So now he's obviously moving on in the final, but does he want to win?
Look, he's trying to
Does he want to win qualifying?
Boy on power level 9,000 type vibes. Okay, Yuto.
He might be in second place, but the kicks alone, that's top ranked qualifier material right there.
What? Once.
You're the only person that has that
know,
sort of
bro. I am the only person that doesn't like woods,
Who reacts
bro.
to the ones like that?
I'm the only person.
That's a J1 right there.
I'm the only person. I know. I'm so sorry. It's this.
You're such an agreeable young man most of the time.
But it's the jump man. It's the logo that I like over the swoosh. That's why.
So Yuto.
Them dunks anyway. So I ain't got nothing to do with them.
Right.
Them hymns. I thought them was ones.
I thought they were too.
I thought they was Brady.
Just the colorway. But Yuto with it.
That was like, hey, look what I'm finna do. Y'all not even over here with it.
That's a better run than what we saw in his first, and the judges agree.
He went from first to super first.
Yuto Horigome taking over the top spot.
Hey, Deshaun up there getting light. He got to be listening to Pop.
So Deshaun Jordan is guaranteed moving on to the final, holding on to that 8th spot. But does he take the Yuto approach and try and give the field a little taste of what's to come tomorrow?
Rocked him. He did. The board slide up. See, nobody's even hitting it like that, so that's got to be way more whatever the judges are talking about for that. Also, another really dialed in, calculated skateboarder is going to tray 50. That was ice water. Stop. You ever had like that glass of water when you're struggling, right? Like, this is the annoying part, Gary. I'm gonna finish this. I have to. Okay. You know,
We've
when it's
come this far.
It's right. It's super hot outside, and you was like, I didn't drink for 2.5 hours, and then that sip you take that rejuvenates
that first
you.
one.
That was tray
it.
flip 50.
Yep.
They're gonna annihilate me in the comments. He's always just saying these little street words and trying to connect, and they're just like not funny. Nah, that was. Oh!
That's how you close out a run. That's how you close out a contest. Deshaun Jordan started from the bottom. Now he's here.
Hey, get it. Hey.
Oh, look at my foot. I want forward to my foot.
From 8th to 2nd. And no surprise here, Gary Rogers, our top 2 qualifiers from the day, Yuto Horigome and Deshaun Jordan.
Did Yuto cross the course to look back at Deshaun? Ooh, Yuto got it in him.
So men's skateboard street elimination officially in the books, and there is a look at our top 8. Yuto and Deshaun leading the way, and how about Daike clinging to that 8th spot? 3 Japanese skaters moving on to the final here at X Games Chiba. So Zion Wright, unfortunately, just getting knocked out of the top 8. He'll have to settle for waiting on park tomorrow. But again, it's Yuto, Deshaun, and Lucas Rebello rounding out our top 3. Let's head down to Jack Mitrani.
Congratulations, Yuto. I want to start off by asking, you grew up a huge fan of X Games. It was a dream to compete. Then you've been winning X Games, but what is it like to have X Games in Japan, in your home country?
I still can't believe it. X Games in Japan. I'm like so happy, and like, this is my dream contest. So the dream contest in X Games is like so cool, and I'm excited for tomorrow.
What did you think right there when Deshaun landed that second run, man? Did you think he had you?
No, the show skate is so good though. He's my old roommate. Yeah, I love him.
Well, it's so cool to see you guys out here doing your thing. One more time, congratulations, Yuto Horigome.
Did Yuto low-key say Jack's interview questions back to him in a sentence? I love that.
That's how good Yuto Horigome is. What a day for street skateboarding here at X Games Chiba. Congratulations to our top 8 moving to tomorrow's final.
Shout out Clay Kreiner for that.
Shout out to our top-ranked qualifier, Yuto Horigome. For Jack Mitrani and Gary Rogers, I am Brandon Graham saying thanks so much for watching here at X Games Chiba.